Hello, welcome back to the Rusty Rivet. Arccaptain contacted me again and asked me if I would take a look at their TIG 205 Pro. I looked at it, I was like, why do I need another DC TIG welder? It has one interesting feature I'm going to show you at the end. All right, so stay tuned. It makes it a little different than any other DC TIG welder there is. Well, not any other, but quite a few. It's one thing they said was I had to do an unboxing. I hate doing unboxings, but I'll do it if that was a stipulation. So, as you know, I am not an affiliate of Arccaptain. I like doing honest reviews. If at any point you want to get one of these Arccaptain machines or anything I show, one of my YouTube friends he's got a welding business out of West Virginia, CB. It goes by CB, and he has 5% off. So if you go to NBS Welding on YouTube, you can go there. You can send him a comment, and he'll give you a 5% discount for that, and you'll get a 5% off on any of these Arccaptain things that I have here. But it doesn't go to me. I didn't want you to think I'm getting paid to do this. All right, let's pull this apart. A box, lots of stuff in bags. Oh, man, make this quick and painless. Did I mention I hate doing unboxings? All right. Holy cow. Is this a lunch pail or a welder? I don't know. It is small. It's compact. All right, get my knife here. Going to make this pretty fast here. As you can see, I'm out in the studio again. The snow finally melted. It's getting warmer out. I was all excited to get in here, and we just got notified there's a snowstorm on the way for Monday. So that's the way it goes up here in upstate New York. All right. Okay, this honestly is quite compact. I could bring this anywhere with me. It's basically a TIG power source. Looking at it, it's got one knob. Seems pretty sturdy. We have a gas outlet. We have the 5-pin connector here. And we have the positive and negative there. We have a gas inlet on the back. We're doing TIG, so we'll be doing straight argon. All right, unless we do some stainless. All right, see what we got here. We got in a bag. All right, so we've got the TIG torch. All right, it's got the on-off, the momentary, I guess you want to call it, momentary switch. Non-flex head TIG torch. It is a number 26 TIG torch. Let's open this up. Gotta unbox it. We have a 4, a 5, and a 6. All right, 4, 5, 6. Call it. All right, or sorry, 4, 5, 6 cup. 4, 5, 6 nozzle cup. Whatever. There it is. It's with the 26. All right. We have no glasses on my head. All right, and we have 3 different size collets. It looks like we have normally the collet body should be for the right size. That's good for 1/8. So I guess one of those is an 1/8. 3/32 and an 1/8 and a 1/16. So you get a 1/16, a 3/32 with a 1/8 collet body. I hope they all work with that. All right, there's nothing in here. All right, it's all pretty well encapsulated with this plastic. All right, I don't know. It's like a vinyl. Hope it doesn't melt too easy. All right, DINS connector on the end, 5-pin connector. All right, we've got the 220 to 110 adapter. All right, we have the gas line. All right, a standard ground clamp. All right, braided copper in there. All right, yep. And one more bag. We have a stick electrode holder. All right, this is your standard stick electrode holder. This is copper inside. It looks copper. It could be copper plated. I'm not sure yet. And I don't know. There's no markings on this to tell me if it's aluminum wire or if it's copper inside. All right. That's everything that came in the box. There's a couple things I just want to check on this. There it is. All right. It's so small I can't read it. I was going to see what the input was. This power cord's a little small. The problem is on 110, if you use the 110 outlet, and I'm saying this for the students that might want to buy one of these for their house. If you use the 110 outlet, even though, let's say this is rated for 18 amps on 110, we all know that household current on 110, either at least in our country, is either going to be 15 or a 20 amp breaker. So let's say this is rated for 18 amps. If this machine does not have power factor correction and you're maxing it out as high as it'll go with the 110, which I think I saw was 140 for the voltage, or I'm sorry, the amperage, all right, output. If it is maxed out and it's rated for just under 20, all right, and there's no power factor correction with the inrush current, you could end up exceeding that and blowing the breaker. So you have to be aware of that. A lot of these machines do not come with power factor correction, which makes it much more efficient. It's a way that they end up saving a little cost on it to get you the product so cheap. I think this is $250. I think that's what I saw when they offered it to me. Certainly is compact. I could throw this in my truck right up front with me and then have a TIG welder or stick welder wherever I need it. I wouldn't have the gas bottle, but I'd be able to stick weld with it. All right, certainly small. Let's plug this in, see what happens. We're going to plug it into 220. I'm on an inverter generator here. It's running super clean current. I find that a lot of these generators don't run a clean current. A lot of people online are asking, how big of a generator do I need to run my welder on safely? Well, the question isn't necessarily how big of a generator you need, it's how clean that energy is. If you run an older conventional generator, it's not going to have a nice sine wave to it. You know what a sine wave is? I hope. So it's going to be jagged. All right. I think generally for one of these inverter machines, you want to be under 5% total harmonic distortion. Okay. So I think I'm at 3% on that generator I have out there. That'll be a whole nother episode. All right, so let's look at this, see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. I'm only half joking about it blowing up because I blew up my Miller Bobcat shooting the episode where I measure total harmonic distortion. The second I put my multimeter to the Miller Bobcat, it caught on fire on the back of my truck next to the acetylene bottle. So it could have been bad, all right? Turns out it was just a worn out stator and rotor in the generator. Now I got to find one somewhere in this country used. So I'm looking at this. I don't know. I think it's got plastic over the numbers. It's looking a little weird. I'm going to put it up there so the camera can see. All right. This has stick, 2T TIG, 4T TIG, and this is why I agreed to do this one. All right. We're going to zoom right in on this. If we look right there, that has cold TIG. Let's talk about it for a second. It can do stick welding. It can do TIG welding with DC, steel only, no aluminum. So if you want aluminum, you can't get the TIG 205 Pro. You need the AC/DC. And it can do this cold TIG thing. So what is cold TIG? Cold TIG is, it's an autogenous weld, meaning you use no filler rod, and it sends a capacitive discharge current, which means a super high amount of voltage into the metal instantaneously, and it zaps everything together. A couple things use this. Defibrillators use it. All right, that's how a defibrillator works, a capacitor. It's how my stud welder gun works. All right, so I started thinking, what can I use this for? Well, I'm going to use it to make a sign. All right, I've got a sign business, Town Line Plasma. And I'm going to make a sign with this, and we're going to put it together with this cold TIG. All right, we're going to put the studs on it. I've got a super expensive stud gun to assemble all my signs. We're going to try not using it. We're going to see if instead of a $4,000 stud welder, I can use a $250 cold TIG machine. All right. And we're going to assemble the sign with cold TIG. We're going to see how it works. I have never done it. I think it'll be a pretty exciting project. So in a few episodes, you will see a sign being built with cold TIG. All right. Thanks for tuning into the Rusty Rivet. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps. I never knew it till I started making YouTubes, but that helps so much. It helps us keep getting products. It's not just Everyone's like, oh, you're doing YouTube now. Are you making a ton of money? No. Am I, oh, well, you're getting welders? No. What I'm doing is these welders the equipment that I get, I'm also a high school teacher. I'll bring this equipment in for my students to use and see how they like it. And not only will I see how they like it, it's kind of my proving ground. If anyone can break it, high school students can break it. All right? They're loving it. They get to see all this latest stuff, all this new stuff, and we get to see what's good and bad. All right? The 205 MP is going to, on Monday, is on its way down to the high school, so everyone can use that and see what they think of it. So we'll send it down there for 2 weeks, see if they can't break it. And then after that, they'll get to play with this. All right? So please share and subscribe. Keep us going. If you have anything you want us to test out, we'll do it. If you can send it to me, that's good. If it's going to cost a little bit of money, I'll put a little bit of money into it. YouTube's not making me any money. YouTube's costing me money. So, matter of fact, I fried my Miller Bobcat doing that. So it cost me a lot of money. All right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, please. And we'll see you back here on the Rusty Rivet.